Black Pitgale. The death of Albert Omondi Ojwang, a 31-year-old teacher, blogger, and father in police custody has ignited a firestorm of controversy in Kenya, exposing deep-seated issues of police brutality, accountability, and democratic resilience. Arrested on June the 6th in Homa Bay for allegedly defaming Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat on social media, Ojwang was transported over 200 miles to Nairobi, where he died on June the 8th under circumstances that has since been contested. This report provides a detailed analysis of events, public reaction, and official responses, and potential future implications. Albert Ojwang was a 31-year-old resident of Homa Bay, known for his roles as a secondary school teacher and a digital creator. His active presence on platforms like X and Facebook focused on topical, political, and social issues, often critiquing law enforcement practices. His arrest stemmed from a complaint by Director Inspector General Eliud Lagat, accusing him of making false and malicious publications on X, highlighting tensions around freedom of expression and police response to criticism. June the 6th, 2025, Ojwang was arrested in Homa Bay for the offense of false publication. Following Lagat's complaint, he was then transported to Nairobi, an unusual move given the distance, raising questions about procedural norms. June the 8th, 2025, Ojwang was found unconscious during a routine cell inspection at Central Police Station, Nairobi, and later declared dead at Mbagathi Hospital. Initial police statements claimed he sustained head injuries from banging his head against the cell wall. June the 10th, 2025, an autopsy conducted by state pathologist Bernard Media revealed severe head injuries, neck compressions, and multiple bodily injuries consistent with assault, contradicting police claims. Inspector General Douglas Kanja retracted the initial statement, apologizing for the misinformation.
Injuries, especially on the head, the bleeds, the hematoma that are found on the head. Hitting against a blunt substance, a wall, would have a particular pattern, it's a frontal bleeds. But the bleeds that we found on the scalp, on the skin, when we tie up together with other injuries that are well spread in the body, including the upper limbs and the trunk, then this is unlikely to be self-inflicted injury.
So when it comes to evidence handling, IPOA retrieved a tampered CCTV footage with a technician arrested for disabling the surveillance system, suggesting a cover-up. Wow. Efforts are underway to reconstruct over 36 hours of footage. Damn. The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, has taken charge of the investigation and revealed critical findings. Samson Tala, the officer commanding station at Nairobi Central, and James Mukwana, a constable on duty, have been detained. 3 civilians, Jean Amito Abwao, Collins Karani Ireri, and Brian Mwaniki Njue, were rearrested on June the 15th for alleged involvement in torture. Ex-posts reflect ongoing anger with calls for Deputy Inspector General Lagat's arrests and accusations of murder. On June the 15th, Father's Day, ex-posts highlighted Ojwang's role as a father, unable to celebrate due to his death, with sentiments like Albert Ojwang cannot celebrate his Happy Father's Day because he was killed by Deputy Inspector Eliud Lagat. The somber mood at his Homa Bay home, as his family confirmed his death traditionally, was captured in an ex-post showing his father's grief. Ojwang's widow, Nevenina Onyango, and father, Mesha Opio, have demanded transparency, with Opio questioning the arrest's legitimacy, asking, "Ni kwa nini kijana yangu alishikwa? Mashtaka ni yapi kwa kijana yangu?" The grief, compounded by Father's Day, underscores the personal toll, with the ex-post celebrating Ojwang's fatherhood despite his untimely death.
kupitia kwa sheria ukaseme kwa nini ulimuua mtoto wangu. Kupitia kwa sheria ukaseme kwa nini ulimuua mtoto wangu. Alikukosea nini?
President William Ruto describes the incident as heartbreaking and unacceptable, urging caution but acknowledging it as a police-related death, reversing earlier accounts. He ordered the National Police Service to cooperate with IPOA, but public trust remains low, given historical impunity with nearly 160 extrajudicial killings reported last year by the Kenyan Human Rights Commission.
Whether criminals are in civilian or they are in uniform, we must deal with them firmly and decisively.
Broader implications. This case is a litmus test for Kenya's democratic maturity, highlighting police brutality and accountability. It exposes a pattern of abuse, with Kenyan Human Rights Commission data showing up to 970 cases since 2019, including the 159 last year. Ojwang's death occurring nearly a year after finance bill protests rekindles public anger. Freedom of expression. The arrest of social media criticism underscores suppression of dissent, with an opinion piece arguing it reflects intolerance of critique. What about international scrutiny? Human rights organizations like Amnesty International are monitoring potentially affecting Kenya's global image.